Hi and welcome to my channel Spiritual Gypsy. I'm Liv. Yesterday I made a video about sleep paralysis and entities and ghost encounters. If you need some help with that, to deal with that, please watch that video. It can be really beneficial for you. But because I was making that video, I was also thinking like, oh, I never told you anything about what ghost stories I really have, and yeah, so that was a trigger for me to do this video. I am paranormal gifted and it runs many generations in my family. So I cannot remember when it started because in my opinion it already was there when I was born, and I know also not when the first encounter was with a ghost. But what I do know that a lot of family members died when I was very young, and I also saw them before they are, or the moment they died, or just after that. So it was in the time that I was like a year of 8 till 12. It was really like many funerals, and so it was really all around death in our family. And like, I'm gonna start with an example how I was in Spain, and I live of course in the Netherlands, and my parents are divorced, and I was on holiday with my father, and I was walking in Spain in this place called Salau, and we were on the beach, and suddenly I saw in my third eye that my uncle has died, the brother of my mother. And at that time we don't have a mobile phone, so I said to my father, I need to go call my mom because her brother died. And these kinds of things happened a lot in my life. And there is really strange experience that also with my grandfather, my Indonesian grandfather from the other side, my father's side. I was in Thailand in holiday, and also he came just in the minute he died. So time and space, there is nothing like that. You know, it's really like at the moment itself. I saw my grandfather walk up to me, and I said, "What are you doing here? I'm in Thailand," and it was so real that I also was a little bit shocked. That was my first uh, ghost seeing in the day, because normally I only saw them at night. And I also have the difference, sometimes I see them with a third eye, but sometimes also with normal eye. And I don't know exactly how that is or why that is, but it can be both of the two. But that was also like, there's so many miles away and you still know it. You still have it, have seen it. So that said, I had, the worst thing was happened to me then I was around my 17, and I was having a boyfriend at that moment, and he was living together with a friend. So 2 boys living together in one house. But the boyfriend of mine, the friend of him, he doesn't like me. And I never knew why. He was very rude to me, and he was very unpolite. So I already felt that, and yeah, okay, you have to deal with them. But it was a little bit strange always, the vibe of him towards me. And because I was so young, I didn't understand. And I cannot say his name on privacy, of course, but one day they went out and I didn't went with them. And they were with a group of people, and they went to a big city. And the group came back, and he he said at that moment, I want to stay in the city. And he was adult. He was somewhere in his 30s, I think. Um, so, but he never came back. He was missing after that. And yeah, of course, this group of people went out together, so they feel guilt of what happened. But they could not find him, and that really took many weeks. And I saw the sadness of it, and I felt it, and I already at that moment felt he was dead. But then I was because the uncertainty is killing people if somebody is missing. So I was getting tuned in on him to see what was happening, because I could not stand all this. My boyfriend was sad, everyone is wondering where he went. So really a missing case. So I tuned in to him, and I saw that he was dead in the water. And I saw exactly what clothes he had on and what he ate before. And I also saw that he was pulled in to the water. So I saw a face of one who did that to him. Also, I saw that he was stuck with his belt under the water. So he could not go up again. So this is really a difficult thing, because this is, this was for real. And I first asked my boyfriend what kind of t-shirt had he on, because I saw a black t-shirt with like a pin-up print of a woman, something like that. It is so long time ago, but at that moment I knew it exactly. And that was right, he had that kind of shirt on. What is happening after that was that at that moment I saw him, and it was really a shock for me that he also, I didn't know that it was possible, he also saw me in that moment. This, I was really why I needed my help for myself, because what happened after that was more than, I think 6 months, 7 months, he harassed me in the night, the whole time. He was so angry that I didn't pull him out of the water. He really thought or saw me standing next to next to the water, on the land. So his experience of his own dad was with me. And that is a really strange thing, because I know that time really doesn't exist, but I never saw somebody experiencing me when he's already dead. And that was, he was harassing me and calling me bad names, and really in the night shouting at me, you bitch, you this, you that. And I was a young girl, I was 17, so I was really like, oh, what have I done? I tried to help him, and so then I also went to another psychic, because I was like, how can I, go past this thing, this energy. And that was really not only a big lesson, but it was also a point for me that I was like, okay, I'm gonna shut some spiritual doors here, because this is not what I want. Because a ghost doesn't sleep, and it goes on and on and on. And it was also, he was troubling my shoulders. An entity can really stick on you. Most of the times they stick on shoulders. Most of the time the right shoulder. That is how I experience it. But he was found after 2 months, and the whole story, what I was telling, was correct. I know who did it in face. I can draw him, but I never did because I asked Source God, and that was not how things work there. It is not my job to say you did this or you did that. And that is maybe the weirdest thing, because at one moment you're still human and you think, yeah, but he has to get his punished. And I think God does it on his own ways, on his own terms, and it's difficult to see somebody is killed. But for the others, the friends, they just heard he is just fall into the water. That was the statement of the police. And he was indeed hanged by his buckle, his belt was... so yeah, like if you throw somebody in the water and he's already drunk. So am I okay with the story? It is something that I never forget. And it's difficult. I found it really difficult. But that was also not the first and the last time that I saw somebody killed who I knew. And yeah, but that is really strange to experience. And also, the strangest thing was that he saw me at the same moment. And that is the one time that I was really like, how is this possible? And this is still a question for me from like, but what I learned from that is also to tell to everyone, also to your loved ones, that they have died. Because I have seen ghosts that are not realizing that they have died. And that's really strange, but that is the main reason why there are ghosts on this earthly realm, because they really don't realize that they are dead. So, yeah, that was my story of today. Yeah, give a comment. Have you ever experienced a ghost? Tell me about it. I'll love to read it. And I hope to see you next time. And yeah, I hope you subscribed. You can donate, you can give thumbs up, leave a comment, and put the notification bell on. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.